what are you looking to bring from this past weekend's wins to this weekend with RPI and Union on deck?
Yeah, so we got a lot to build on from last weekend. We definitely got to bring our physicality. Also, with great sticks, good forecheck. I think we played a fast game. We covered a lot in video, and there's a lot of positive to build on. Power play is starting to clicking too, which is be huge down the stretch here. So yeah, a lot of small things.
Yeah, you mentioned the power play, which has been clicking recently. Union has the third best penalty kill in the country. They've done very well with it. What's the key to kind of converting and keeping the power play success going?
Yeah, so we started our pre-scout already. Started work a little bit on details out in the ice. We haven't really covered Union yet. We still had RPI, so but it comes down to us moving the puck quick, take what's given. We have some set plays, but then outcompete the other team and just read off each other.
Obviously for you, you're heading back to Union after playing there for a couple of years. Obviously you've been back a couple times since, but how does it feel to go back there? Is it still kind of a little bit exciting, or?
Last year it was kind of weird sitting in the away locker room, being on the other side of the bench, playing against your old teammates, a couple of coaches. But I think it will be easier this year for sure. I miss treating it as any other game. Focus on my process and the team, and just treat it as like this normal game, I would say.
Yeah. Regarding your game, you've had 5 points in your last 3 games. What's been kind of clicking for you recently on offense?
I miss trying to play like a complete game, two-way game, and then points come and go as long as you produce chances, and points will come and go a little bit. I haven't scored myself in a while, but then my line mates, Kyle Penny scored 2 last week, a couple guys in the power play, so it's a lot of credit to those guys. I'm just trying to do my best out there and trying to produce scoring chances, and then some nights you're more lucky than other nights.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that this is the first weekend against RPI and Union this late in the season. But you have a lot of experience against both these teams. How do you think that kind of helps prepare you for this weekend?
Maybe a little bit, but they get new coaches at Union, so it's like a different team. RPI will probably be the same as always. It's a tough place to play at. They play hard. They're pretty structured. It's always a battle to go there, that ring too. So, it's pretty similar to other ECAC games. You just have to come out, play your best, be ready to go to war out there, because it definitely won't be easy.
Yeah. Obviously this weekend was important in kind of separating yourself from Clarkson in the standings. How important are getting these 6 points this weekend going down the final stretch?
Yeah, every single point is massive. These last 8 games, we still chasing QPAC, even though they're ahead of us by quite a few points. But then we have Clarkson still, Colgate, a couple other teams. I think Union's up there too. It's pretty tight, so every single point is massive. We want to end up as high as possible, and then we got the rankings too, pairwise and stuff. So yeah, we're playing to win every single game.
Awesome. That's all I have. So what's the mentality entering this weekend's road games?
Well, I think it's we talked on Monday. It's a third of our league schedule is still in front of us, even more than a third. So we put ourselves in a good position right now, but with 8 games to go, that we need to capitalize on these last 8 games, and so that's one mindset. The second is just to learn more about Union RPI. I haven't, for whatever reason, I haven't seen a lot of them on video throughout the course of the year. They haven't really matched up with our next opponent. So I've spent a ton of time watching video on both their teams and getting our guys prepared to, for whatever adjustments that we might need to make this weekend.
Yeah, kind of in the last couple of years, you've had some good success, especially on offense against both of these teams. What's the key to getting on the board this weekend, capitalizing?
I just think it's continuing to follow the same offensive habits we've had. I mean, you look in the game, great second effort by Jacob Kraft this weekend to score a goal. Johnny Castagna firing one in against Clarkson right into the crease where Luke Devlin was. just guys around the net, and Jack O'Leary scoring the first one, going to the net, getting a rebound and scoring on his rebound chance. So offensive habits of going to the net, making good plays to get pucks down in that area. And I think the second thing is just keeping our feet moving on offense, and or keeping the puck moving too. I mean, just trying to play it at a higher pace. I think we've gotten better at that slowly since Christmas. I think it's really coming on, but it's something that we consistently worked on. We worked on it again today, of the combination of puck protection but getting the puck moving too. So that area of our game continues to get better.
Yeah, you touched on this a little bit, but there were 5 different goal scorers on Friday, 7 different on Saturday. How important is it to have that depth going into the last stretch of the season?
Well, it's very important. I mean, I think we talked at Christmas time, there was different guys. Like Nick DeSantis is scoring 4 goals since Christmas. Jack O'Leary has scored 3. We started getting some different guys to produce offense since the holidays. And we talk about that at a great length before they went home, just saying that sometimes you can get down on yourself that you're not having the season, or you're not producing the points that you thought you were going to. And, we used Jack Malone and Ben Berard last year as examples when they came back from the holidays. They kind of, their season kind of exploded because they didn't change their habits. They just started capitalizing for whatever reason. So I think the guys use that as a good example, and found some good headspace for themselves over the holidays, and have come back and they've stayed the process. They've followed got themselves better, but at the same time, they haven't varied and gotten frustrated, and that's now paying dividends for all of them.
So someone who's definitely stepped up on offense is Ryan Walsh, who recently got ECAC Rookie of the Week. Can you kind of speak on his game as of late and his importance to the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan is also was, I think he was battling some injuries in the first half of the season before the holidays, and is now he's healthier. And he was another one that gets frustrated easily when he doesn't score, and we talked about that before the holidays, that he was at 5 goals, and that's not bad. For college hockey, being at that point, 5 goals. I don't know if he was expecting to score 25 or 30, but scoring 5 and being where he is good. And we had a large part of the season left, and so I think he took that for heart, and now he's starting to get on a little bit of a roll. And I think our power play is getting a little bit better over the last couple of weeks, and that will always help because he's always down by the net for power play goals.
Yeah, and to kind of close it out, there's a couple tough barns to play in this weekend. What do you kind of expect out of the intensity and atmosphere of these games?
Well, starting at RPI, I mean, I watched them. They're the one team I've watched on video. They play very hard. I think that you look at their season. They're in almost all their games, and it's a older rink. It's got a lot of character, and so it'll be exciting for our guys. And then the next night, at Union, it's a history for, at least for me. I mean, you look at the history of their program. They've got really good teams. They're totally 2 different shaped arenas. But we've got to go up there and stay focused on RPI, get the job done, and then turn our full attention to Union the next day. And again, we've had pretty good success with that this year. I mean, Yale to Brown. I think we did a great job of going from Harvard to Dartmouth, but being on the road at Arizona, I thought our guys did a really good job of getting ready to play that second night. So it'll be important for us to capitalize.
Perfect. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right.